It's Robert over at SeattleNiceToolRental.com, and today we're going to show you the Multi-Master tool by Fein. It's a German-made oscillating blade. Other than the actual changing of the blades on this is quite remarkable. It's as simple as this: pulling out a tube, putting a new blade in, putting your pin back in place again, and closing it. This is how you change blades on this machine. The older models didn't have this kind of ease of replacement, and it also allows you to set your blade at various angles for plunge cuts. This is remarkable for doing plunge cuts for electrical into the sides of your drywall, cleaning up any trim pieces that need to be cut on the edges, any trim pieces anywhere in your house. It also has a sanding function, which is great for doing windows, for doing edging on your floors. Each one of the pads goes on like this, and then this piece is mounted on this. So you have, you're able to sculpt with this. You're able to do large surface areas with this. And then, interestingly enough, they have a system that allows you to do profile sanding. Again, the piece clicks in here, and your pads are pinched here. The blades on these are about 15 bucks each. These rasps are a bit more expensive. Each one of these blades will last you probably through the whole day of whatever you're doing, as long as you're working in wood. It says bimetal. That means it'll cut one or two nails. Each one of the blades is probably good for 25 nails. But you really, this is a woodworking tool. There are things, other attachments for it that allow for other options. For instance, a scraping attachment. This is really quite nice if you're refinishing a window and you want to take paint off. It allows you to press along it and cut the paint off. You'll see that they profiled it so that you can get a flat cut. Similarly, on these, they profiled them so you can get flat cuts. So you can plunge cut alongside of a door. You can plunge cut wherever you want. An example of a plunge cut on this Fein tool, I've just done it twice so that I can cut out a hole, is here. This just cut through a piece of wood that is 1 3/4 inches thick in less than a couple of seconds. You can see that it also will cut you on your ends also. Clean finish cuts on the ends. A Fein tool is about 3 to probably 2 pounds heavier than anything else that you can buy in the market. There are a number of knockoffs made by everybody from now Porta-Cable to Harbor Freight to a number of others. They just don't simply have the mass behind the engine to drive it. This also comes with a 9 or 15 foot long cord. So when you're really working with one of these, you don't want something that breaks. You want to be able to change your heads quickly as you move through what you're doing. It also is really nice for bathroom remodels. All of those funny little tile replacements that you need, or when you need a corner grouted or sanded. I've just changed the head again. This particular rasp is actually designed for cutting grout. Your actual sanding heads are much smoother. This is the kind of tool where you rent it for the weekend. You are refinishing your bathroom, you are redoing and replacing tile, you are doing electrical work around your house. It comes with a full set of blades. We charge you per blade to replace them. Our markup is nominal on the actual blades. Again, it's the tool rental itself that you pay for. And I've told you they're about 15 bucks each. The sanding pads vary. Lastly, everything that you've seen here is included in this case, and there is no questions, no problems of losing things. It's quite easy. It, of course, also comes with directions. As with everything we have, read the directions. I love this tool. It's so easy to use. It's so handy. I highly recommend it for a couple day or a weekend projects. SeattleNiceToolRental.com.